Good evening, everybody. I would like to call to order the Berwick Planning Board meeting for Thursday, October 21st, 2021. If you would all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would like to introduce our board members present tonight. I have to my left Jerry Graybill, Paul Amatucci, Vice Chair Michael LaRue, and on Zoom we have Amber Fecto, so we do have a quorum present plus. And Amber, we will make you a voting member tonight. Okay. Let the record state. I'm going to go right to public comment. I'm going to switch this around because I like my public comment before my public hearings. Although it doesn't look like there's anybody here for either one. So I'm going to open the public comment section. The public comment is limited to residents or property owners in the town of Berwick with issues under the purview of the Berwick Planning Board. Seeing nobody come forward and hearing nobody in the waiting room. Is that true?
True.
And we have no letters.
Correct.
To the board. Amazing. I am going to close the public comment session and I'm going to open up the public hearing. We have a public hearing tonight on the preliminary plan for the major subdivision, which is a 7 multifamily unit in an existing building at 170 Pine Hill Road.
I received no emails, no letters on the project.
Okay, and we have nobody here tonight. So seeing that, I'm going to close the public hearing. Moving on to the approval of minutes for the October 7th, 2021 meeting. Does anybody have any amendments to the minutes that they saw?
Nope.
Okay. Hearing no amendments, I am looking for a motion to approve the minutes from October 7th, 2021.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes. I'll second the motion.
All right, motion and second. Any further discussion? No, seeing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and that is 5-0 approved. Moving on to old business, we have a preliminary plan for the major subdivision, 7 multifamily units in an existing building at 170 Pine Hill Road. You're up, Neil.
Hi, my name is Neil Raposa. I'm with Civil Consultants here on behalf of Jerry Letarte. As we've been through several times here at the Planning Board, a 7-unit apartment building that will be located in an existing structure that currently is unoccupied. It's the same layout as has been presented previously with the entrance serving one major parking lot and then a smaller satellite parking lot. Throughout the course of the Planning Board input, we've modified the vegetation slightly to be a little more conducive to the surrounding area. And we have maintained our stormwater control and also verified it meets the required, the dimensional requirements for the site as well as the building height before and after the proposed development. And so, open it up if there's anything that you guys have come up with that we can address before final.
It sounds like you've done all the updates we've requested so far. Jenny, are you satisfied with what's going on over there?
So far, so good.
Okay, thank you. Any members of the board with questions or concerns?
No.
Okay, so seeing no questions or concerns, we are looking for a motion for preliminary approval for the major subdivision.
I'll move that we do a preliminary approval of the subdivision.
Great, and a second?
I'll second.
All right, so I have a motion and a second. Any further conversation about this? All right.
Have
Yep.
we had the measurement, the building measurement done?
Yep, correct. And we
Neil use the microphone.
right?
He's doing good.
What we did is we had our surveyors go out to the site and confirm spot grades at 10 foot out from the building here, and also get the eave and the peak height to get the average grade plane and the average height of the building, which turned out to average out to 34.8 in its current state. And after the regrading is done in the proposed plan, it brings the height down because we're bringing some of that surrounding land up. So it brings the average height down to 33.9 as opposed to the maximum 35.
Right, okay. And also the other thing that I recall was there were some exterior doors on second and third floors. Are they secured now?
Correct. Yep. He went in and secured them after that site walk
Okay.
and barred them off from the interior. And I think Jen has gone through and taken a look at that and kind of given it the okay there too.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, we took a look at that before the last meeting. They were all set.
Great, thanks. All right, so seeing everybody satisfied, I would like a vote on that if you are in favor of approving the preliminary plan. All in favor? All right, so that is 5-0. Thank you very much. We will see you for final approval.
Thank you.
Yep,
Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
I'm going to take this down.
It's fine. Give James something to do later.
Yeah, thank you.
So the next item on our agenda for old business is a site plan amendment for the adult use marijuana cultivation facility at 11 Pond Road, CAF Realty. We have had much going back and forth with attorneys requesting that Mr. Graybill and Mr. Amatucci recuse themselves. We are able to, as a board, have a conversation and vote on that, or you are able to recuse yourself? Yes, sir.
I will self-recuse.
Thank you.
I will too.
Awesome. So on our board, when we recuse, we move ourselves to the audience so that we don't confuse the folks at home, if you don't mind. All right, so with that, we are going to open up this old business for the site plan amendment. James?
The proposal here is the electrical service to the adult use production facility is proposed to be changed so the power will come from a pole on site at 11 Pond Road. It'll be routed underground along the driveway to the new marijuana production building. The previous plan showed that the power would come from a pole located on Pond Road to be routed along the property line of 13 Pond Road. That is,
Excellent. And we have Mr. Ayer here. Is there anybody else representing CAF? Oh, you're muted.
you're muted. There you go.
Oh, there, you're unmuted now. Still can't hear you.
Oh, we're having technical, wait a minute, what?
There.
How's that?
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm here representing CAF Realty.
Awesome. Thanks, Mr. Ayer. So I guess my question is why is there a change? That was my only question.
Well, I put a new electrical service into the existing facility, and the power company said I could just run the new feed for the new barns off of the new service lateral that they had installed, instead of installing a second one next to my butter's property as shown on the plan.
Yep.
So it was something I found out after the fact.
Makes sense. Any questions? Amber, do you have any questions for Mr. Ayer?
No, I don't.
Mr. LaRue?
No.
James, any questions, concerns about this at all?
Nope, it's a relatively minor site plan amendment.
Yep. So seeing that nobody has any questions or concerns, I am looking for a motion to approve the site plan amendment for the adult use marijuana facility at 11 Pond Road.
I move that we approve the site plan amendment.
And a second?
I'll second it.
All right. I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay. Seeing no further discussion, I will call for a vote. So in favor of the approval? All right. So that's 3-0. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ayer.
Thank you, have a great day.
You too. And I will recognize Mr. Amatucci and Mr. Graybill. Come back to us. And thank you for recusing yourselves.
Sure.
So the next item on the agenda is the public comments section. Anybody? Okay. So we have nobody on Zoom in the waiting room. We have no letters, and we have nobody in our audience, as usual. So I'm going to close the public comment session and move on to informational items.
Great Falls Construction did their 11th community update yesterday. It's available on YouTube. Their timeline is for the fall for the building with a mural on it. And then they...
Like this fall?
This fall.
Oh, okay.
This fall.
1 year full.
No, this fall, and then they're waiting, they'll be back to planning board either in November or December for the rest of the project. I expect some materials early November. And they're looking to get their DEP permit by February so they can
Nice.
start some of the site work starting in the springtime. So that's the timeline.
Great. Jenny, do you have anything for us? What kind of problems do we have with code enforcement lately?
Actually, I'm not even gonna say so far so good, but that's what it's good. So, a lot of our violation calls have stopped as of recent, like, we still have a few here and there, but seriously, there's nothing crazy, and the calls that are coming in, are legit calls at this point. So it's really good. Town's going good right now. Everything's good.
Great. Good to hear. Anybody else got any information for us? All right. Well, that was easy. So I am looking for a motion for the adjournment.
I move that we adjourn.
I'll second that.
All right.
Good night.